white man is in full charge and power. A revolution.
Hey, greetings. Yep. Yeah, I love you. Who was that? Kick Whites Out of Africa. That was the brethren's name, who responded to a video that I made recently. And after I made another video, I made a video response to you directly, sort of kicked me out of Africa. I haven't uploaded it yet, though. Since that time, it was about half an hour ago, it's that long. I'm sitting here and I'm thinking, and just thinking about the conversation and seeming controversy that has come from my original video that I entitled, "What Umar is Not Talking About, I Will Tell You." And from that particular video, several videos have followed in which I share my story of my experience and relationship with the good brother Dr. Umar Johnson. And bless up, Brother Umar Johnson, if you are listening to this. By the way, I am Sis Abana. I am coming to you live and in person from the recovery room of Racism Non-Anonymous. This is a revolutionary 12-step program that has been uniquely designed with the African in mind, designed to support our healing and recovering from the traumatic and traumatically stressful experience of having been force-fed a faulty cultural story. I am a narrative family therapist, if you will, by the systems theorist, and all these other labels I could begin to run off, you know, my credentials. It's what we call in the rooms of recovery, sort of talking about how I earned a seat in this room, what my credentials are, what my experience were. By the same token, I have some credentials and or experiences that support my coming to you as a scholar of African descent, and that you may, you know, consider hearing because of the credentials that I bring. Gives you some foundation and context and understanding a bit more the foundations for the development of this program. It will give you information that would help you understand its usefulness in your life as an African descendant, if you are an African descendant. And as a little aside, I'll say, and then leave it alone, this program is certainly beneficial for any group of people if they are truly interested in justice and the promotion of justice. So, just like in the rooms of those traditional 12-step programs like AA and NA, they have women's meetings and men's meetings. The meetings that this program was uniquely designed for Africans in mind, yet there could be a group of Caucasians and or a group of Asians and or a group of Latino who get together for their own racism non-anonymous meetings. And they can, depending on which group it is, may think about how they have, in fact, behaved, how they themselves also think and behave in this racist fashion as a European descendant. Because all of the peoples in the world have been force-fed the Europeans' cultural story, and we are all sort of being forced to live it and uphold it and so forth. And it is a system for us of uniquely with African in mind, you know, in terms of what it means for us as a collective. Racism is dang sure not a secret in our lives. And we most certainly have been hooked on the European cultural story. That is, we begin to think and behave as if we are European descendants. And I have recovered my African self, and I work to live that, and that is what this program is designed to support another African descendant with doing, if they choose to. And that was just that little sort of opening. I was thinking about the conversation, the controversy with the videos that I made where I was practicing my program. And, you know, I mentioned the good Dr. Umar Johnson. And I'm like, you know what, if you really, for me, I understand, and I would suspect that Umar may agree, Any research scientist understands that when they are exploring any concept, theory, problem, anything, that when you present your findings, you go and you do your research about a situation, and then you come back to share it. One of the things that is always part of that information is, you know, who agreed and who disagreed. You know, it's like looking at all sides of a thing, you know, as you are gathering information, and from a research scientist perspective. When you get your degree to be a doctor, you must present what is called a dissertation, and that is a major research project. Now, when any doctor knows that when they do their dissertation, one of the things that they must include in their findings is the dissenting side, the sort of negative side of things, you know, of their question, whatever it was they researched. You present both sides. By the same token, and applying that same process, if you will, in our relationships with each other, of course we understand we take the good and the bad in our relationships. I recognize and believe that it is important for us to expose the quote-unquote bad, and with it, the express purpose of cleaning it up. If we do not acknowledge when things have sort of gone wrong, then we are not likely to do anything to correct it. And I believe that Brother Umar, if he listened to any of these videos that I've been making around this whole situation, beginning that started with that first video where I had the orange dress video, I call it, he may appreciate as well that process that every research scientist goes through in terms of looking at all sides of a situation, and in effect, in dynamic effect. I recognize that the video, the sharings that I've done around this situation for myself represents just that. And I would ask the folks who certainly know Umar the scholar, who know Umar the teacher, the doctor, and understand, appreciate, and value his work, because I do as well. I would ask for you all to consider and recognize and know, even if since you believe that what I am doing is showing a negative side of the brother, I suspect he may be able to appreciate being able to and comfortable with hearing this other side. Because that's what he does. That's what research scientists do. We look at all sides of things. And that's a part of the process of obtaining knowledge. And, so that I just wanted to share that little piece, and then it gave me the opportunity as well to, again, reintroduce the program and the purpose that I bring, the purpose behind all of this talk, if you will. because it is about talk. You know, it's a talk therapy. It's talking with intent. Intent to heal, intent to clarify, an intent to clean up, intent to be free. I don't know. Anyway, so till next time, thanks for listening to me share.
You want to blame me for this?